Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. If you've ever looked at a beautiful, lush indoor garden and thought, I wish I could do that, but I have a black thumb, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving into the world of indoor gardening, specifically for beginners. We're going to show you that with the right plants and a few simple tips, anyone can create their own green oasis at home. Forget the complicated stuff, we're starting with the easiest, most forgiving plants out there. So, if you're ready to bring some life into your space and finally become a successful plant parent, you're in the right place. Let's get started on your indoor garden journey. First up, let's talk about the absolute superstar of beginner plants, the pothos. You've probably seen this one everywhere, with its gorgeous heart-shaped leaves and long trailing vines. What makes the pothos so amazing for beginners is its incredible adaptability. Bright, indirect light. It loves it. Lower light conditions, like a north-facing window or a corner of your room. It can handle that too. Honestly, this plant is so forgiving. Sometimes they're even called devil's ivy, because they're so hard to kill. You can let its vines hang down from a high shelf, climb up a wall, or just keep it bushy in a pot. It's also a great communicator. If its leaves start to droop a little, it's just telling you it's thirsty. Give it a good drink, and it will perk right back up. You really can't go wrong with a pothos, and it's a fantastic way to build your confidence as a new plant owner. Next on our list is the charming spider plant. This one is another classic for a reason. Look at these long, arching leaves, often with a beautiful stripe down the middle. They have such a fun, fountain-like appearance. But the best part? Spider plants are incredibly resilient. They can tolerate a bit of neglect. So if you forget to water it once in a while, it's usually no big deal. They prefer bright, indirect light but can manage in slightly lower light situations as well. One of the most exciting things about owning a spider plant is that they are super easy to propagate. They produce these little offshoots, often called spidorets or babies, that hang down from the mother plant. Once these little babies grow a few roots, you can just snip them off, pop them in some soil or even a glass of water, and voila, you have a brand new plant. It's a plant that literally gives you more plants for free. How cool is that? It's perfect for beginners who want to see quick results, and maybe even share some plant love with friends. Alright, let's move on to one of the most low-maintenance plants you will ever meet. The snake plant. Also known as mother-in-law's tongue, this plant is the definition of tough. Just look at its striking, upright, sword-like leaves. They add such a modern, architectural element to any room. If you're someone who is worried about overwatering or just forgets to water your plants, the snake plant is your new best friend. It's a type of succulent, which means it stores water in its leaves and thrives on neglect. You can go weeks between waterings, and it's actually more likely to suffer from too much water than too little. They are also famous for being tolerant of a wide range of light conditions, from bright light all the way down to very low light areas where other plants wouldn't survive. Plus, they're known for their air purifying qualities. So, for a plant that looks this good, asks for so little, and even cleans your air, the snake plant is an absolute must-have for any beginner. Now, let's talk about the ZZ plant. The ZZ stands for Xeniaculcas xemiifolia, but we'll stick with ZZ plant, it's way easier. This plant is the king of low-light environments and is another champion for the forgetful waterer. Just look at these beautiful, wide, dark green leaves. They're so glossy they almost look fake. The ZZ plant grows from large, potato-like rhizomes that store water, which is why it's so drought-tolerant. You only need to water it when the soil is completely dry, which could be every few weeks or even less, depending on your home's environment. It's truly one of those set-it-and-forget-it types of plants. It's perfect for that dark corner of your apartment, an office with fluorescent lighting, or any space that doesn't get a lot of natural sun. If you want a plant that looks lush and tropical but requires almost no effort, the ZZ plant is an unbeatable choice. It brings that vibrant green look to even the darkest spots in your home. Last but certainly not least on our list of easy care plants is the ever-popular aloe vera. You probably know this one for the soothing gel inside its leaves, but it also makes a fantastic houseplant. As a succulent, aloe vera is built for dry conditions. Its thick, fleshy leaves are designed to hold water, which means it needs very little from you. The biggest mistake people make with aloe is overwatering it. You really want to let the soil dry out completely between waterings. Find a nice sunny spot for it, like a south-facing windowsill, as it loves bright, direct light. It's a slow grower, so it won't take over your space, and it has a really cool structural look. Plus, having an aloe plant on hand is like having a little first aid kit. If you get a minor burn or sunburn, you can snip off a piece of a leaf and use the gel inside for relief. It's a plant that's not only beautiful and easy to care for, but also incredibly useful. What's not to love? So, you've picked out a few plants. What's next? Let's go over some super simple, actionable care tips to set you up for success. First, my biggest piece of advice is to start small. Don't go out and buy 20 plants at once. Begin with 2 or 3 from the list we just talked about. This allows you to learn their needs without feeling overwhelmed. Second, pots matter. Make sure whatever pot you choose has a drainage hole at the bottom. This is non-negotiable. Plants don't like to sit in water, and a drainage hole prevents their roots from rotting. Third, let's talk about watering. The number one killer of houseplants is overwatering. Instead of watering on a strict schedule, like every Saturday, get into the habit of checking the soil first. Stick your finger about 1 inch or 2 into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it's still damp, wait a few more days. Finally, light. Just pay attention to where the sun comes into your home. Watch a spot for a day and see how much light it gets. Then, match the plant to the spot. Snake and ZZ plants for low light, aloe for that sunny window, and pothos or spider plants for somewhere in between. It's that simple. So there you have it, 5 of the most resilient, forgiving, and beautiful plants to kickstart your indoor gardening journey. Plus a few basic tips to help you succeed. Remember, the goal isn't to have a perfect magazine-worthy jungle overnight. It's about starting a new hobby, adding a touch of nature to your home, and learning as you go. Each of these plants is a fantastic teacher. They'll teach you about light, about water, and about the simple joy of watching something grow. The key is to start with the right plants, the ones that give you a little wiggle room for error. You don't need a green thumb to be a plant person. You just need a little knowledge and a willingness to try. I promise, you can do this. Your beautiful, manageable indoor garden is just a plant or 2 away. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this video inspired you and gave you the confidence to bring home your first plant. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more plant tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments which plant you're most excited to get. Happy planting, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.